Planet Dolan. From riding unicorns to dogs who can cook, the Planet Dolan crew re-enacts some of the best true stories from our subreddit about the dumbest excuses people have ever heard. I'm Tavidoll. Today I'll be on the I can't do it properly because my voice, I was sick and my voice went away and it's only just come back and I can't do the thing properly. I'm sorry, I failed you. Number 10 was submitted by Your Mum Is a Nice Lady. Oh, that's nice. When James Shark was in 2nd grade, he was in the middle of class one day when out of nowhere some kid burst through the door. Teacher asked for a late pass and the kid claimed that he missed the bus, so he had to ride his unicorn to school, and then the unicorn was killed by a talking dog, so he had to walk to school instead. James Shark doesn't know how the kid was able to make up that story on the spot, but at least he got a kick out of it. Number 9 was submitted by Wolf07288. Ursa has a sister who is 12, 2 years younger than her. One day, Ursa's sister kept on pestering her about why Ursa was older than her. She answered with, "Because I was born 2 years before you?" Her sister began screaming and yelling and threw their mother's favorite plate at her head. When their mum asked why Ursa's sister was so angry, her reason was, because she was being mean, and she I thought she was a spider. Ursa's sister was grounded for 2 months, and Ursa needed 3 stitches with a plate hit her. Number 8 was submitted by CatBug85. When Emoji was shopping with her mum at Ross one time, she saw a guy yelling at some lady. It was the store manager yelling at a cashier. Emoji was nosy, so she got closer and listened. The manager asked the lady why she didn't come to work for 2 whole weeks. It sounded like the woman replied, "Because my boob was sick." Emoji isn't sure whether she said boob or boo, like a boyfriend. Either way, the manager fired her right there and then. Emoji's mum heard the conversation too. She was laughing like a maniac. Number 7 was submitted by AbsurdIdiot. The dumbest excuse Pringle ever heard was in 1st grade. This kid in his class was absent for an entire week and didn't have them excused. The teacher asked him why he wasn't there for a week, and the kid said, "Me and my dad, we're on Mars fighting aliens." Everyone in class thought he was telling the truth, so everyone piled praise on him. Ah, kids. Number 6 was submitted by Tavidoll. Gergak's brother once got salty at him for using his Xbox controller, so he told Gergak that he needed it right then. When Gergak told his brother to wait, he said, "Need it right now, because if I don't play my game, then I have to use someone else's." When Gergak asked his brother what was wrong with his other controller, he said it was the wrong color for his game. It was black, and the one Gergak had was white. Number 5 was submitted by Dan7 the 7 Man. When Nixium was in 7th grade, there was a kid that didn't come to school very often. When they were in PE, Nixium asked him why. He explained that his twin brothers went to jail, and his teacher liked his sister. Nixium was already confused, but the kid proceeded to explain that he had lit his house on fire, and then his family died. His grandpa hits him with a picture frame, and that he had seen a unicorn in his house. Nixium just walked away, even more confused than before. Number 4 was submitted by Linebeckbecketybeck. Spinal Palm was all ready to go on his first date with his new girlfriend, and he was waiting at the bus stop for her. She didn't get there on time, so Spinal Palm waited a few minutes and then texted her. He didn't get a response, so about half an hour later, he went home. Another 30 minutes after he got home, she showed up at his door.
"What? Where were you?"
Spinal Palm asked her, concerned. She responded, "I was off having sex with another guy. Sorry I was late. So, you want to do it?" Spinal Palm ditched her right then and there. Number 3 was submitted by BernkastelWitch. When Mimi was in high school, she saw a kid got in trouble in the library. He was harassing some kids who were reading manga. Mimi ended up overhearing one of the librarians yell at him and ask why he was giving the kids a hard time for reading it. With a smug look on his face, he said, "Ladies hate anything Japanese, so I may get a girlfriend this way." Needless to say, that excuse didn't fly with the faculty, and he got detention. He still kept that smug look on his face, believing he would get a girlfriend even as Mimi walked away. Number 2 was submitted by BlackRaptor1. The dumbest excuse Tolop ever heard was when he and his friend were cooking spaghetti. When the water was heating up and nothing else was on the stove, Tolop had to use the restroom. He went to the only restroom they had. When he came back, the pot was on fire. When they finished putting out the fire, Tolop asked his friend what happened. He said, "I was in the restroom and the dog wanted to watch it." But Tolop was in the only restroom, and neither of them had a dog? The only possible explanation that would make sense is if his friend went out to a tree and he saw a stray dog there, but that's stupid. Number 1 was submitted by me. What's the dumbest excuse I've ever heard? Well, one time in high school, I was messaging a friend online and I happened to have gotten a particular kind of link from him one day, just randomly. I opened the link, and wouldn't you know it, it was some hardcore anal pornography. And I was like, well, this is an interesting thing for him to send me. Usually, he doesn't send me hardcore porn, so that's interesting. So I messaged him back and I'm like, WTF? What the actual fuck? And he messaged back and said, yeah, sorry, my dog walked on my keyboard and sent that. And so I took a second, I'm like, your dog went onto a hardcore anal pornography website, Control-C'd the link for it, went back to your messenger, and happened to have accidentally pressed Control-V, and then enter. He didn't message me back, and we never talked about it after that. It was a great story, it doesn't make anyone uncomfortable at all, isn't horrifying, or nothing. It's great. Huge thanks to the folks over the Planet Dolan subreddit for submitting their stories. We have another question for you. What's the weirdest thing you've seen a neighbor do? Let us know on the Reddit page link below and you might be featured in a future countdown. This video was made possible by our fans over on Patreon. Thanks for your support, guys. That's it for this video, and have a good one!